I just find it really weird and crazy that he specifically is trying to take on that Cynthia G sector. Like, he literally steals most of her content, ideas, phrases, and so forth. He's like all the way down that lane. And I guess I could understand why he would try to appeal to those type of women because, they're supposed to be somewhat into black men still, and he is, even though he tries to say he's not, he is black identified, and clearly, I feel like it's really weird. I think why he tried to get into more of a sector where he's trying to talk about black women and bash black men. It's because he could not find any space elsewhere. I agree, but I feel like maybe um, him being married to a black woman makes him feel like he can manipulate black women a little better. I don't get, though, one thing. Like, if you're bashing black men, to the people over there and the black women who support his channel, I don't understand. Why would someone who looks like him bash black men? Like, I understand he's biracial from my standards. I would consider him biracial, but he has black in him, so he is talking poorly about part of himself. Added to that, it's not just that, it's also the fact that I just don't really get, like, personally to me, I didn't care that he may be trying to grift black women, and things of that nature, because, like, I subscribe to his channel not for those purposes, more so purposes of the fact that we are of the same faith, so I was just trying to support another Muslim, basically, in that regard. But, I stopped really following him. I had him subscribe, but I stopped following him after I found out, like, his prison stint and things of that nature. But yeah, to me, it's just like it's weird that he said in the past he identified as a black man. If you in your past, as a grown man, identified as a black man, how are you going to go about bashing the very men you identified with just a second ago? Sounds so fake, and like he's just trying to copy after, I feel like, people like in that kind of like Cynthia G like sector, basically, and I hate it. I just don't want black women being made fun of and just taken advantage of, basically, and things of that nature, just basically used. I feel like he uses black women over and over again, especially um, his family life. You can tell he may have wanted a white woman or a biracial woman, but he uses black women to get the family, get children, have children, marriage, and so forth, because he can't do that with other races of women. He gets rejected by the manosphere, gets rejected by the biracial sector, and so forth. So he rents to black women to use them to make money off of them. It's just a consistent thing where he'll try with another race, but when in doubt, he just goes with black women to really benefit, basically. And, this is the thing. With me, I never had an issue, really, that he had negative views towards black women. In the sense that, to me, I always felt like, well, the family life, maybe that's his personal business. But, the main thing I always thought was problematic was, if you have negative views towards black women, don't marry a black woman, because you have negative views. You should change your views, or just don't be with black women. You're setting yourself up for a bad situation. Added to all of this is kind of like, I kind of feel like I would not even really be addressing this too much if it weren't for that Cleopatra video. Like, to me, it was really interesting and eye-opening to see that at the convenience, he would make Egyptian women and Egyptian people black when he wanted to. But for himself, he would call himself biracial because he's half Egyptian and half black. So it's just like he had no consistency there. It's not even that I wanted to fight him or argue him or malign him or anything. I just wanted to thought maybe he didn't pay attention. But just to address basically that, okay, if Cleopatra is mixed, then you are black, right? And it kind of was like, if you can't answer to that and all you can do is try and strike people because you're mad that I asked a question that pertains to your channel, I guess, in the sense that you're trying to appeal to black women as a non-black man, you could easily just address that, but instead he just got all angry and tried to remove the video. But to me, it's just like, I don't even have any hostile feelings towards him. So that's all I have to say in this video.